Longer overnight fasting lowers rates of cancer. In other words, stack your calories earlier in the day. Don't eat a heavy meal late at night. Don't go to sleep on a full stomach. Go to sleep on an empty stomach. Finish eating 3 to 5 hours before you go to bed at night. Don't eat late. At our retreat, we serve dinner at 5 o'clock. Everybody's finished eating by 6, and all food is put away. And of course, in my house at Hawaii, clean the kitchen up and put away all the blenders and get everything put away by 6 o'clock, and then we clean our teeth and go out and do other things and have fun at night. And you don't eat, you get away from food. In the Women's Healthy Eating and Living study, it showed that women who had breast cancer followed for 10 years had a 36% decrease in breast cancer reoccurrence for those who had a 13-hour non-eating window every night or greater. We go for a 14-hour window, but I'm making this clear here. What I'm saying is it's not better to eat late at night and then skip breakfast and eat lunch as your first meal to extend your catabolic window. That's not the way you live longer. The best way to live longer is by eating an earlier dinner and start counting those hours before you go to bed, because it's sleeping on an empty stomach that's the most beneficial for your longevity and the anti-cancer effects. So you're following this? It's not going to bed with food stuffed in your stomach is the secret here. Finish digesting before you get to bed at night. If you have to come home from work late at night at 8 o'clock and you can't eat an earlier dinner, then eat something light. Don't eat a heavy dinner. Just have a glass of juice or have a piece of fruit or have or a little salad. Don't go to bed on a heavy, full stomach of what's rich in foods. Make lunch your bigger meal. This is somewhat of a review slide. What I'm saying is these longevity proteins like SIRT1 and AMP kinase, which fight cancer, which stabilize your stem cells for later on in life and prevent your telomeres from shortening, activate telomerase, these beneficial proteins that prevent cancer are stimulated by the phytochemicals, by exercise, and by moderate caloric restriction, by eating a little less and a little less often. Whereas the proteins that promote cancer, like mTOR, which makes you more insulin resistant and promotes cellular proliferation and promotes angiogenesis and oxidative stress, and mTOR is elevated in 100% of invasive cancers. And what elevates mTOR activity is animal protein, excessive calories, excessive body weight, and high glycemic carbohydrates, like eating pizza and bagels, right? It's a complicated slide, but it's relatively simple, right? A nutritarian diet is what I'm talking about here. It's not a blue zone diet. A blue zone diet is haphazardly a little better than the American diet and lives 7 to 10 years longer. A nutritarian diet is scientifically designed, not haphazardly designed. It's scientifically designed to include every little part of that blue zone that's good, leaving out what's not good. It's designed to include the most critical and most important elements that make you live longer and fight cancer. It includes the raw onions and scallions. It includes the raw cruciferous, the cooked mushrooms, the cooked beans, the berries, the flax seeds. It includes all these things that we need to do to maximally design a diet for cancer protection. And in the real world, what we see here is people don't get cancer. And if we can catch, and even if they have early stage cancers, they most often reverse. And it goes away. So many men with prostate cancer, early stage prostate cancer, that went away. And some of these people with late stage cancers, the cancers went away. I'm a family doctor. I don't see as many cancer patients as an oncologist does, because I see people with rheumatoid arthritis and heart disease and diabetes and psoriasis. And I sometimes see some cancer patients. But the amazing thing is, out of the cancer patients I've cared for, they've gotten incredibly spectacular results. Let's look at some of them, real people here. And I want to make this clear. I'm not saying just because these people recovered from cancer that happens in 100% of the cases. I'm saying that look at what's possible here. And I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly the same in every case, but we still don't want to miss the fact that we can control our health destiny and never give up, because even sometime in advanced cases, these people get better again. You following me? I can't give you the exact amounts, and cancer's a bizarre disease, and every case is not going to get better, but let's look at some people who have, right? Here's Lee, who had breast cancer metastasized to her bones with a positive bone scan in 1995. She refused chemotherapy, given 6 months to live. Made a complete recovery. The bone scan cleared. Here's Pam, alive today. She came to me in 1997 with ovarian cancer, which metastasized to her lung, and 4 liters of fluid were taken out of her lung. She was also given 3 to 6 months to live. She's alive and healthy now, 24 years later. Right? Amazing, right? How many cases of that? Or is another, how many cases that an oncologist is going to have? None. Here's Irene, who had lymphoma 18 yeyears ago, grade 2, stage 4 non-Hodgkin lymphoma, lost 40 pounds in 3 months on this program. Her cholesterol dropped from 236 to 164. The tumor melted away. I could measure her lymphomas right in her groin, and they went away. And now she's in great health at age 75. That was 18 years ago. She doesn't have lymphoma anymore. It went away. That was stage 4 lymphoma. What I'm seeing here is that the blue zones may increase the lifespan by some degree, but the Dr. Fuhrman Nutritarians that I've cared for who had heart attacks in their 50s or had cancers in their 60s, they're living in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. They're pushing the envelope of human longevity. Their lifespan is going to 100 years old, what I see all the time.